Okay, my dears, let us start our session. Actually, the 10 people are here and the remaining 4 people supposed to come. Okay, let them to come. And anyway, if possible, try to give a message to your friends or classmates to attend the class immediately. Okay. And in the last class, that means yesterday, what we have discussed about the important 4 important factors of production of what are they land, labor, capital, and organization. And we have discussed about its features and that the remunerations what we are giving to that each and every factor when we are involving those things in the process of production. Okay, right. Uh, now I will give the 5 points for you all to go through the things what we have discussed yesterday, and you take a few points, right? So this is a technique we should learn, right? And for example, once that class is over, then you should know how to take a hint and that how to understand that concept. It is all very important. Okay, now you are not school going students, and I need not to give a lot of an advice or a suggestion, and you should know how to learn, right? The master is not going to come for ever in your life, right? So in the degree you should learn how to take a hinge and how to refer the book and how to utilize the PPT, and then based on that you have to equip yourself. Based on that you have to equip yourself, and based on this techniques that I'm requesting you all to go through that PPT what I have uploaded in your Google Classrooms, right? So already I taught you regarding that the 4 important factors of productions and its features. Now I am requesting you all you to recollect the point of what we have discussed and put it in writing and read the thing what you have written in your paper. Okay. Now the time starts. I will give that exactly 5 minutes for you to recollect the points regarding the factors of production. What are they and what are its features and what the remuneration or the honorarium we are giving towards the each and every factor. Okay, my dears. Now the time starts. You please take a paper and write the things what we discussed. So don't bother about your mistakes, whether it is wrong or right. You please try to write, and you can see the PPT or you can refer any books, or you can recollect the points what we have discussed. But I am not going to demotivate you, just to improve yourself. So whenever you are sitting for any class here, for any class, you please come with a paper and a pen, right? While that master talking, you please take a notes, and then you can prepare your own notes. Then at the time of an examination, so you need not to study separately. And once you understood the concept well and good, then it is easy for you to put your own sentence. And at the time of an examinations, we need not to put or we need not to spend a lot of our time in memorizing the concepts. No, it is not at all required. Clear? Don't bother about your mistakes. Now time starts. So take a paper and pen and write few lines about the factors of productions and its characters and the honorarium what we are giving. Clear, my dears? Are you all okay with this? At least to say yes or no. At least to say yes or no. Okay. Thank you, my dear, for your kind response. Now take a paper and start writing about the factors of productions and its features. The time is only 5 minutes. Okay. So you need not to write any story, just a point, bulletin style. Have you started? Please start. I think that you can switch on your camera also. Now you can switch on your camera. Am I audible? I'm asking you all to switch on your camera. Just we would like to see whether you people are writing. What they want in my device, there no camera. Okay, let's see. I'm getting a response from only from day ones. What about others? Are they in online? Are you all in online? Getting a response only from one student day ones. What about others? Yes, Amada is switching on the camera. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now you can switch off. Thanks a lot. That this is the proper wavelength, This is a proper wavelength. No. So when we are saying something, it is only for your welfare. Right. So please try to put the words in your mind and listen properly. Right. Every day my class is going to be like this only. Right. So in the first 10 minutes, I will ask you to take a notes or a write about the topic what we have discussed under yesterday. Okay, then we will discuss the today topic for 20 to 25 minutes, and afterwards I will ask you to summarize the topic what we are discussing today. Okay, and then last of 5 minutes for taking attendance. Right? Are you all agree? Okay, Jay, I understood. I understood. That is what even I asked somebody, all of you to switch off your camera. That's good. But anyway, so you please try to understand we are here only to equip you, not to waste your time, right? Or to not to chart simply. I understood everything. So Jay is saying that if you are switch on your camera, it will consume more net. I understood. Okay. Now, any one of you please read the things what you have written in your paper. Any one of you. Would I ask Mirav? Would I ask Mirav? Mirav, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you please just read the things what you have written in your paper regarding the important factors of production and its features. Please. I'm not asking you to give a presentation, my dear. Just I am asking you to read the things what you have written on your paper on the title what I have given. Right? Please.
Sir, what is the question?
What are all the important factors of productions and its features? You are not at all started. You are not yet started writing. Mira,
No, sir. I don't know about question.
Wow. I have taken the same topic for the last 2 days, my dear. So please don't waste your time. Okay, at least today you please take a PPT and go through that. Let's see how others have prepared. Devans, Deva,
Yes, sir.
you please read Deva.
Okay, okay. There are four important factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Land means all free gift from nature, like water, air, etc. And the characteristics of a land is nature's gift. Supply is fixed, and different uses and passive factors.
Good, Deva. Good, 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 good. Very good. Thank you very much. Really, I am very happy to hear a word from your end. Right. Even we are not in a position to see all your face, and but we are getting very happy. So, right. Subsequent to Deva, Nista, you please continue. And the Deva has given the feature of land, you know. Now I am requesting that Nish to continue the features about labor.
Mm. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mehdi.
So, in the labor, mental or physical efforts made to produce goods, and the characteristics human effort, perishable and mobile.
Superb, superb, superb. Thank you very much. Next, subsequent to that, would I ask Forja? Forja,
Yes, sir.
you say something about the capital.
Is the capital is a part of wealth of future production?
Superb. And would you say about the few types of capital?
Fixed capital, tangible, intangible.
Uh, would you give some example for a tangible capital? Forja,
Yes, sir.
would you give some example for a tangible capital?
Sir, I don't know.
Tangible capital means that the you can give a lot of example. You know, for example,
Sir, that see in touch.
yes, yes, yes. So all the machines what we are using in the process of production or in our business can be a tangible capital. Now you got it, Forja?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my dear. And coming to demand, would you give some example on human capital? What is human capital? Demand, demand, demand. Are you there? Demand. Yes, you are coming in short. I'm asking you, what is called the human capital? What is called the human capital?
Yes, I'm audible.
Yeah, tell me, my dear.
So it's the human capital is like skills that are produced by humans, like the knowledge and experience they have.
Superb, 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 superb. Then now I am requesting you to post a question to Sherina. Dima, you please ask any question to Sherina. Sherina, you please be ready to answer the question. What demand is asking? Demand, you shoot a question.
Sorry, so like I didn't get it. Like what type of question?
I am asking you to ask a question on the topic what we have discussed on yesterday to Sherina. That is one of our friend who is our in our class. Now I ask a question, to you all. Now I am giving a freedom for you to ask a question to our classmates. And because here, according to me, all are equal, and we are here to discuss the topic and to equip us. Okay, my dears. This is what. Now I am giving an opportunity for a demand to ask a question towards our friends. Now you got it, Timon?
Yes, sir. So it can be anything, like from the topic we discussed.
You put it in chat and ask the question.
Okay, so
This
can
is a question.
anybody? Yes, sir. So can anybody explain the features of entrepreneurship?
Yes. Super. Timon has raised a question to explain the feature, any one of the feature of entrepreneur. It is a question for Serena. Serena, you please. Serena, are
Yes,
you
sir.
there?
Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, audible, audible.
Yes. Sir, entrepreneurship means a person who is taking the risk or initiating to manage the or carrying out all the business activities. And some of the features are risk bearing, then profit potential, and
Superb explanation. But
innovations.
superb.
Yes.
It is not entrepreneurship, entrepreneur, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. That actually that you people are having a very good presentation skill. Only thing is you people are keeping very silent. That is what, right? So you please, I will give a topic for everyone to give a presentation. Actually, today you people have done a great job. Okay, and Serena, you post some other question to Krutik. One question, Serena. Now please you put one question to Krutik.
Yes, sir. What is circulation capital?
You good. So this is a question for Krutik. What is circulation capital? Krutik, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, answer the question. Right question.
Circulation capital can be also termed as working capital. Means capital which is done in regular business intervals.
Superb, Krutik. Superb. Now it is a chance for you to ask question to Janet.
Um, Social capital, meaning
Social
an
capital.
example.
Social capital is a nice question. Is a Janet. Now it is your turn to give an answer for the question.
Yes, sir. Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yes, my dear.
Social capital is a set of shared values that allows individuals to work together in a group or effectively achieve a common purpose.
Excellent. Kritik, are you satisfied with the answer given by Janet?
Social capital, no, sir?
Yes. What you said is correct. Excellent. Now it is your turn to post a question to Izar. Janet, now it is your turn to post a question
Yes, sir.
to
Just a
Izar.
second.
Yeah.
Explain real capital.
Real capital is on. This is a turn to you. Izar, now you please give the answer for the question raised by Janet. What do you mean by real capital? What do you mean by real capital? Is on audio there? Is on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me. Don't bother about your mistake, my dear. Whether it is right or wrong, you don't bother. We are all friends, right? We are not going to demotivate anybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Assets used to produce real goods are can be called that
Real?
real capital.
Super. So really, I am very happy and thanks to one and all those who have asked a question and presented your answer over here. And now let me to go to that next topic. And this is a style what we are going to follow for the whole semester. Okay. So once we entered into the class, the first 10 minutes we are going to spend for discussing the topic or discussing the topic about that last day, right? Okay. So the first 10 minutes, what we are going to spend about discussing the topic, what we have discussed in the last day. And the next 20 minutes, we are going to discuss about the current topic or the current topic, what we have chosen for the present day. and that last 5 minutes for asking the examination point of view questions or for taking attendance. Okay, my dear, this is the style what we are going to follow. I hope that you are all agree with me and we can go in this style. Okay, right. Let me do share my PPT and what it is. Right. Is it visible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, my dear. So today the topic what we have chosen for a discussion is production function. Right. I hope that you are having an idea about the process called production. So production is a process of converting input into output or making any material in tangible. Right. And this is a production. And here that the topic what we have chosen is a production function. So what is called a function? Function is a mathematical term which is used to refer the relationship between two or more variable. Okay. So here in join together the production function is a statistical tool which is used to explain the relationship between two or more variable. Actually, there are two definitions given by the two popular economists. One is Professor Kurzweil, right? And other one is Professor Watson. So what Professor Kurzweil is saying, the production function is purely its input and output technical relation which connects a factor. What that mean? So production function is a function which gives an idea to anyone. So the how much of input is going to give how much of output, right? So it is a technical relations, how it connect the factor, or how it or how much quantity the output can be created by using how much of input. Okay, and the same thing the Professor Watson what he is saying the relation between farms of production and material factors of production. So it is an another term, but both are giving the same meaning that how much of input is giving how much of output. So collectively we can say that how much of input and how much of output we are producing. This is what called the production function. In general, that Q is equal to function of KLN. So where Q is the quantity of a product what we are producing. It is nothing but that output, right? So the Q is called as quantity of output. And F is a letter which refers the function, right? K is a letter which refers a capital, and L is a refer labor, and N is learned. Okay, right? It is very simple. So production function is a statistical tool, or which is the mathematical expressions regarding the production function to produce the how much of quantity of a product or any unit of good by using how much of input, that may be a capital, labor, and learn. So it can be expressed mathematically as Q is equal to function of K, L, En. That means where Q is equal to quantity and F is a function and K is the capital and L is the labor and N is the. Any doubt in understanding this? Any doubt in understanding this? I think here I need not to explain much more. Even from the PowerPoint, you can understand what is what. Any doubt? Any doubt, my dear?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Right. And then there are different types of a production function. Right. The production function can be classified into different types based on the time factor, based on the factors, and based on the variable and the fixed factors. Right. Here I have listed out short-run production. That is that the production is going to happen only for the short run. And if it is going for a long time, then it will be called as long-run production. And return to a factor. Return to a factor means the output, how much of output we are going to produce based on that how much of input we are involving in the process of production. That is called the return to a factor. And return to scale. The scale is a word which refers large, right? How that we are going to produce in a large scale by giving that input. That is called a return to scale, and one variable factor and other are fixed. Here it means we are using a different type of factors of production, that already we have discussed in the earlier classes. There are 4 important factors: land, labor, capital, and organization. Here we can keep something. For example, there are 2 type of a production function. One is called the labor intensive method and other one is called the capital intensive method. What is called the labor intensive method? Producing any type of a good by using more number of labor and less capital is called the labor intensive method. What is called the capital intensive method? It is also a kind of a production method, producing any good by using more capital and less labor. For example, the country like America or Japan or Australia, they are following capital intensive method, since they are having a less population in their country and a huge capital in their country. They are using capital intensive method for producing any type of product. Okay, so they are using a more capital and a less labor. But the country like us, in India, since we are having a more population, we are choosing the labor, or we are going for a labor intensive method in order to provide that employment opportunity for older people. And we are in a position, or the best method or the suitable method for us to produce any product will be the labor intensive method, using more labor and less capital. So have a clear idea. Let me to give one example. For example, A is a person who wants to produce 1,000 number of shirts. 1,000 number of shirts. If it is in America, definitely they can go for a capital intensive method by having a huge machine, having ability to produce that 1,000 number of shirts itself. That one man or one labor is enough to operate that machine. So the machine itself do the cutting, stitching, and pasting, or packing and everything, right? But that the value of or the cost of that particular machine will be very high, right? And producing the 1,000 number of shirts by using one machine, which is very costly, and by using one labor to operate that machine, will be called as capital intensive method. But at the same time, in India, if you want to produce 1,000 number of shirts, we cannot go for a huge capital, since we are in a developing stage, and moreover we are having a more population. To provide an employment opportunity, we will recruit more number of tailors. So by taking 100 tailors and giving a swing machine, ordinary swing machines for each and every tailor, and asking each tailor to produce a 10 number of sets, and by having 100 labors, we can produce 1,000 number of sets. So here we are using less capital and more labors. So this is called the labor intensive methods, right? So in any one of the production methods, sometimes we will keep some factors as fixed and some other factor as variable. For example, that we can discuss in the coming production function, right? So here all factors are variable. For example, in the long run, all the factors, that land or a labor or a capital, will keep on changing. Why? Because in the long run, the business will get bigger, and we may expand the business to some the business will be good, and that we are in position to change the factors. But in the short run, it is not required. So that maximum that entrepreneur will try to increase only one variable factor and keeping other factor as remains constant. Okay, and the law of variable, this is a law which is applicable only for the short run production. The law of return or a law of return to scale, will be applicable for the long run. Now you got it. So there are 2 important production functions. One is the short run production function, and the other one is long run production function. The short run production function may be called as law of variables, and the long run production function will be called as law of return to scale. Okay, so the law of variable, in law of variable function, production function, that a variable that means 1 or 2 variable are getting changed and others remains constant. But in the law of return to scale, or in the long run, all factors are variable according to the change in the production. You got it? Is there any doubt in understanding this? The types of production function. Any doubt in understanding this? Right. Clear. I'm getting a response only from few. Please try to interact. That will be very helpful for both the ends. It will be making me to give that more input, and it will make somewhat interest. That is what. Okay, mate. Right. And the next one is why the production function and the features of production function. There are three important features. One is sustainability. What do you mean by sustainability? Do you know any idea? Any idea what is the meaning for the word sustainability? Have you heard about that? Now almost all the country in the world, they are trying to bring a sustainability in everywhere. Would you imagine? What is the meaning? Don't know, sir. Okay, they were nothing. No issue. No idea. Okay. Right. Anyway, let me give the sustainability means keep yes, Amutta to work or exist for a long time. Good. What Amutta has given is the right answer. But anyway, let me to explain this. What is called a sustainability means keeping the natural resource for the coming generation. For the coming generation. That is called exist for a long time. For whatever the resource may be. Water or a forest or a minerals, right? So we are blessed with a lot of natural resources. And here we should know what to do, what supposed not to do, right? In what way that we have to utilize the natural resource in an optimum way. That will lead way or pave a way or path to keep those resources for our coming generations, right? If we are using the resource without having any plan or for unnecessary things, then it will be exhausted that our coming generations may not be able to enjoy those resources. So here the production function, production function is a mathematical expression which gives an idea how much of input supposed to be utilized to produce the how much of output. So here, so we can choose the right combination, So with the help of the production functions, that wastage can be eliminated. We can avoid the wastage, right? This is what the first feature. So the production function help us to have a sustainability of the resources. Now you got it? Now you got it, my dear? Yeah, clear. And the second one is complementary. What is called a complementary? What is called a complementary? Complementary. Any idea? What is called a complementary? Any idea, my dears? Yes, Miro has given two or more product used together, but one product production process is zero, then uses another one to complement something. Yes, good. Goods which cannot be used on its own. Okay, but for your understanding, for your easy understanding, let me to explain. It is nothing but making you to get a satisfaction. So the production function which gives a clear idea, this is what we are going to involve as inputs, and this is what we are going to produce as an output. For example, suppose even if mom want to produce 10 number of chapati, So chapati, it is an eatable items, I'm not sure whether you people are aware about that chapati and all, because it is one of your core food, right? So, for example, in our home that our mom want to produce that breakfast, right? 10 number of chapati for 2 people. Then what she used to do? She will take that flour, certain level, 250 grams or 2 grams, 200 grams, and mix with the water, and they will make it as a paste, and they will start producing a chapati. This is what. So here they are adding some ingredient. They are putting some input, and in order to make certain number of an output, in the form of a chapati, right? This is what, right? So, not to waste and to get a satisfaction. And to get a satisfaction, that means producing and involving a certain level of an input to produce that expected output, which should give a satisfaction to the people who is producing the product. It's called a complementary. Now you got it? So the complement is nothing but creating a satisfaction. So the production function will give a clear-cut idea about the how much of the input supposed to be utilized to create the how many numbers are to what level the output we want to produce. That is the second thing. And third one is specificity. What do you mean by specificity? Yes. What do you mean by specificity? Relating to a particular matter. It's good. Serena has given the right answer. Right. So specificity means that we are using or we are taking something as an input to produce some output or a particular thing, you know. This is what. So these are all the three important features of a production function. So by having a production function, we can maintain a sustainability and we can make it as a complementary and we can make it as for a specific purpose. Okay, right. Now let me to summarize all these three slides. You know, so the production function is a mathematical expression which gives an idea about how much of input is going to involve in the process of production to produce how much of output, where we can return as the Q is equal to function of K, L and N, where Q is equal to quantity of output and F is a letter which refers a function K, capital, L, labor and N, learn. Okay, now we got, now for example, suppose if I am asking what is called a production function, then you can say, right, the production function is a mathematical expression which expresses the relationship between the input and the output. It can be returned as Q is equal to function of K, L and N, where K is equal to quantity of output, F is a letter which refers a function or it is a relationship, right? K is a capital and L is a labor and N is a learn, right? And there are a different type of production function. In general, the production function can be classified into two types. One is called the short-run production function and the second one is called the long-run production function. In the short-run production function, that a variable there is many variable or the factors are fixed in nature and there is a chance for us to get one or two variables. But in the long run, all factors are variable in nature. Got it? And that there are three important features in production functions is as follows. So one is sustainability and the second one is a complementary and the third one is specificity. You got it? Right? Clear. And then fourth one is what are all the assumptions of production functions. So for example, if you want to create that production function or to explain the relationship between the input and output, that's supposed to be certain assumptions. What it is, particular unit of time, that's supposed to be a thing, you know, how much of output we want to produce at a particular time and what type of a technical knowledge or in what method that we are going to adapt in producing that product, whether we are going for a capital intensive method or whether we are going for a labor intensive method. And what are all the factors of production so we are going to use or whether it can be divisible, right, into most viable units. For example, we are measuring the labor in terms of numbers, you know, we ought to decide how much of raw material we are going to utilize in cages or in liters, and at the same time how many number of labors we are going to utilize, and in terms of capital how much money we are going to invest. That is divisible into most viable unit. And based on that output expectations, we should know how much of inputs we are going to involve in the process of productions. And the fourth one is producers are using best technique available. So there may be a lot of methods or there may be a lot of a technique to produce one or any type of or any unit of good. But that here our assumption is before constructing or before deriving the production function, so one should go for the best technique available. These are all the assumptions. Now you got it. So based on that, one of the famous production function are created by the two persons called Cobb and Douglas. Robert Douglas. Okay, that we will discuss on tomorrow. And till the time, you please, right? So once we got that idea, then we need not to study again. Only the this we can recall that as we did it today in the morning. So in the next class, I will ask about the following or that the topic what we have discussed till, right? What is production and what is production functions and what are all its types and what are its features and what are all the assumptions. So please go through that and prepare yourself and come with the complete preparation on the next class. Any doubt regarding this or the topic what we have discussed on the earlier classes or the topic what we have discussed on today class? Now you can ask the question. We are having another 5 minutes, so we can utilize the for clarifying the doubts. If you are not having any doubt, you please say no, and then we can go for taking attendance. Yes, can you please explain the return of Forja? Yeah, Serena, you told me. Do you want to ask?
Yes, sir. So can you explain the third assumption?
Third assumptions. So, Serena, you please write. And now, prior to that, Forjan has also asked one question. Explain a return of scale. A return is nothing but output. Scale is a word which refers large. Okay. So, return of scale means how much of input what we are going to involve in the process of production to produce more output is called the return of scale. So here the purpose of studying over here is if any producer producing any type of a product in a bulk, there is a chance for them to save money. That is called economies of scale, large scale of economies. Now you got it, Forja? The return of scale mean return is a word which is nothing but output what we are producing. The scale is a word which is nothing but large. That means how much of input we are supposed to involve in the process of production to produce more quantity. It's called the return of scale. Got it? Farja?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other doubt, you please ask me. And then coming to Serena. Serena asked me to explain about the third assumption. Correct? Factors of production are divisible into most viable units. That means we have studied about the features of production, factors of production, Labor, Serena?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Here, you see that assumption factors of production are divisible into most viable units. That means, according to the output, we are expecting that the input supposed to be can be adjusted. Now you got it? So for example, by using 1 rupee and 1 labor, we are producing one product called X or Y. Now you got it? So in order to produce that one product X, we are using 1 rupee as a capital and one labor. Okay, if you want to produce the two number of units in the product X, then you have to increase the input, So according to that output, you supposed to make adjustment in the input. That is called the factors of production or divisible into most viable units. So according to that output, what we want to produce, that we should know how that input can be adjusted. It's called a divisible into most viable units. Now you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any other doubt, my dears? Thank you. Only by asking many number of questions so we can have or we can discuss many things. Okay. Thank you very much. And again, okay. Now, would I take attendance? Yes. Now you can unmute your mic and give an attendance. Krutik?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. And Dimon?
Yes, sir.
Jay Rajdev. Jay, are you there? Jay. Jay.
Present, sir.
Thank you, my dear. And Deva.
Yes, sir.
Izan.
Yes, sir.
Mayank.
Yes, sir.
Farjan.
Yes, sir.
Rohim Banu.
Yes, sir.
Amruta.
Yes, sir.
Janil.
Present, sir.
Serena.
Yes, sir.
Mirav.
Yes, sir.
Nista.
Present, sir.
Sanjay. Right, Sanjay is not attending even a single class till date. Okay, if any one of you, please, if Sanjay is close, maybe close friend of you, right? Please put a message and ask him to attend the class, right? Or try to find out the reason why that Sanjay is not attending our class. Okay, my dear, right? I hope that today that we have spent the time in a useful way and we had a very fruitful discussion or the session, right? I'm expecting the same for all the coming days. Thank you, my dears. I hope that you are all satisfied, and I'm also very happy that I got a very good answer from you all and a very good interaction. Okay, so I'm expecting the same thing from you all for all the coming days. So in the next class, you please come with a preparation regarding the topic what we discussed today. Okay, thank you. So see you again. Bye bye. Have a nice day.